how much do you side raise, bro? Yeah, like lateral delt raises. How many pounds do you do for that? Yeah, I've never heard that either because it doesn't matter. All right, guys, what's up? Bodybuilding Vegan here. I'm gonna take you guys through how to set up your positioning for your body for your side raises. So, like I was alluding to in the intro, nobody gives a crap how much or how little you side raise. All they really care about is how much do your delts stick out. So I'm not even holding any weight right now because we need to slow this way back down and start with the basics. So what does this medial, this side delt, do for our body? Well, it takes our arm and it drags it out to the side. So it does this movement, it does this motion. From the side, it takes your hand and it raises it up to the side. Great. So what do most people do? They grab some really heavy dumbbells, they get all psyched up, they're using their knees, they're using their lower back, they're swinging around, and they're doing something that looks like this. It looks like a bird flapping its wings throughout the sky. That's just not what we want. We don't want the flapping of the wings. We don't want to be using every single muscle to do whatever it takes to get this weight up to here. Start light. Start with like 2 pounds if you have to. Start with a soup can, but make sure your delts are doing the work. So the best way to mentally think about that is imagine some crazy axe murderer comes in here and chops off my arm right here. All of this is gone. My wrist is gone, my forearms are gone. Pretty much I'm an amputee from the elbow down. And then he grabs a 2.5 pound plate and he super glues it to my elbow. And then he says, all right, I want you to take your elbow and I want you to raise it out to your side, perfectly to the side until it's in line with your shoulder. And you take your elbow and you go, okay, just like that. That's how this is gonna look. Just like that. That's using our delt to bring the weight out to the side. Like I said, a lot of people, they'll be swinging to get the weight up, and what that looks like, look at my hand positioning. Where are my hands? They're way out in the front. That works our front delt. It's a bigger muscle group. So of course, this muscle, it's a kind muscle. It's like, oh, little side delt, I see you're small, let me help you, let me help you. And then you end up doing front raises instead of side raises. So what you can think about is driving through that elbow, moving it out. Another thing I like to do is I like to pretend I'm in a hallway. Let's pretend there's a hallway right here and I have my weights and I think, let me touch the walls. Let me just reach out and touch the walls, because what a lot of other people do when they're doing side raises is they do this little motion, and that's using a lot of traps just to pull the weight up to here, but that's not what we want to do. We want to work these side delts. So open out and wide. Try and touch with your fingers. Ooh. Try and touch the wall. All right, so we've got that down. Are there any other tips that you have for us, Mr. Bodybuilding Vegan? Yes, I do. So to demonstrate with some weights, I've grabbed these cute little 2.5 pounders. This is what your form might look like if you're doing these correctly. You should be feeling it in your delts. You might be leaning over slightly, just a little, and having the weight in front of you. You can do it to the side. I kind of like to have it in the front because when it's in the front, you get a little more of a stretch. See how they kind of almost stretch a little bit more? And then out to the side. Stretch out to the side. Stretch out to the side. Well, let's say you're a little thirsty, because, you know, we get thirsty from time to time. And you got your intro workout right here. I got one final trick for you and then I'll let you go. What I want you to do, having this the way you would normally drink a drink, you know, take your water bottle and think about it when you're bringing it up that you want to pour it out just a little bit. You want to pour a little bit out. And what this is going to do, this is going to cause some rotation up top. We're going to be driving actually this pinky a little bit above the thumb. So when you do this correctly, pinky is higher than thumb. And it's that pouring out motion that really allows, like even just with the water bottle right now, my side delts are starting to burn. So bring up the water bottle, pull it out. Bring up the water bottle, pull it out. It's easy to do. It's a way to mentally remember this. So cues in order, straight out to the side, not out in front. And then the next one is I like to think elbows above wrists. If I'm driving with the elbow, if I've been attacked by that axe murderer, my elbow is going to be the first thing that goes up, not my wrist. So it should not look like this. It should not look like this. If it looks like a rotator cuff exercise, you're doing it wrong. Elbow above wrist, and then pinky above thumb. Boom. Now you've got giant big side delts you can walk through, pretending you're super wide. Everybody thinks they got invisible lat syndrome, but what if your delts were bigger? So with that, send this to somebody that's got some small delts that you really want to see them grow. Send it to your brother, to your mom, to your niece, to your nephew's ex-cousin's husband's wife. Yeah, let the mental math do that there. And send it to Alex. Let's go. It's Bodybuilding Vegan out.